Hi, welcome to a product review by Robojax. My name is Ahmad Shamshiri. In this video, we're going to do the review and full disassembly of this Black & Decker BD-CFL20. This is a handheld lithium cordless screwdriver. We're going to replace the motor. So, rotating. This is my power supply, and also I'm going to show you how to replace the battery. The amount of current that this needs, and as you can see, let's get started with this. I bought this from Amazon Canada, as you can see, October 24th, and it was $40 plus the taxes. On Amazon US, it is sold for $25 US, $24.79. It has very high rating. So let's see. So we got the actual drill. It seems very solid built, and we have a wall charger, can be connected in here to charge it. And then I've received also this comes with number 2 Phillips screwdriver tip and number 8 flat screwdriver tip. We got a user manual that I've been So the first thing, it has a light, which is very handy in many cases. It will be dark to use, so it can go with straight. That's a second, third. So this makes it very useful, and I love this. So you can turn it off, and from here you will turn the direction. This is perhaps for rotating it to the right, and let's see. So it holds it nicely. So, and then turn off and go to the left. There is no speed or anything. Once you press it, it just goes. And when you want to change the angle, press this, and that is the closest angle. Probably now it's 1500 milliampere hour battery. Like this, we have a lithium battery, something like this, with a rated voltage of 3.7. When it is fully charged, it will be 4.2 volts. So they have labeled it as 4 volts. The maximum speed of this, because it has a geared motor, it goes with 180 RPM. The maximum torque is 35 inch-pound. Weight of this is 345 grams. And if you want to buy this, the link for this is below the video in the description. Now let's open it and see what is inside. So we'll start from here. We have a spring here. For this, we need to push it from here. Remove this. So we have 4 wires here. 2 for the switch, 2 for the battery. So let me remove the motor from here, so you can see it. And let me just remove this so you can see. This is our motor, and this is the 1 wire positive, and this red is a positive, and that is the negative, where we have gears here that it rotates our motor. And the model of the motor is 0530. the DC geared motor. And I'm connecting my multimeter to positive and negative, and then making sure to press this. So as you can see, the voltage is 3.5. So this goes up to 4.2. This is lithium battery. Let me connect this now. So if I connect it, you will see that it is rotating. This is my power supply. Change the direction of rotation. I'm just swapping it. And now the motor rotates counterclockwise. And as you can see, it consumes 1.2 ampere. This amount of current depends on how much torque this applies to the screw. So if I put this and hold it, you will see that current will increase 1.9, 2.3, 2 ampere, and this is very little force that I applied. If I hold it very tight, to 2.2 ampere. So now it's 1 ampere. Let's see if the other direction is different. No, it's almost the same. And now let me show you how this switch changes the direction rotation. And these are the two terminals for the motor, which receives the power. If receives positive and negative, this red. If the positive is here, the negative is there, this will rotate in one direction. And if you swap it, put the positive there, negative here, as I just shown you, it will rotate in the other direction. So this switch is doing that for us. Now let me put that. So the battery here, the battery is connected to this point. The negative is here, positive is here. Pay attention that this positive, this negative is coming here and it goes up to here. And the positive is on this side and it goes from here, this piece, up to here. So we have a 2 points, positive, negative on this side, from here to here, and positive on this side. And when I insert this, the motor, as you can see, one terminal of the motor is here, the other terminal is here. Exactly. So let me remove the motor so you can see this terminal will be inserted in here. And now when we rotate this, and when we rotate this on this side, pay attention to this piece in here, and pay attention in here. Now the motor is connected to the negative. This lower terminal is connected to the negative, and the upper terminal is connected directly here at this point, and this is connected in here. So motor will rotate one. So the negative is now connected to the lower. This positive is connected in here. When I rotate this in the other direction, pay attention that the terminal moves now, and this terminal moves on this direction. So the lower portion is now connected to the positive, and the upper portion is now connected to the negative. So as a result, the motor will rotate in the other direction. So the lens was there. Then we have this spring on this side, and then this funnel that is holding the LED light, and this, and turns it off. And we have a limiting resistor here to keep the voltage proportional for the LED. And now let's open the battery. So this is the charging module switch that turns it on and off. Let me just remove this. like that. So this two plate will create short circuit here, and that is a switch to send the power out. And let me remove this. And these are all together. And the battery that we have here is 1500 milliampere hour battery. And this is the model number for the battery. And this is the model number for the battery. If you want to replace this battery, pay attention, this side is positive and this side is negative. So you will need to just put soldering iron here, melt this and melt this point, remove it. And if you have another battery, for example, this is 3800 milliampere hour, the size, everything is exactly the same. The voltage is the same, except it has higher capacity, almost more than twice the capacity of this one, so it will last longer. And so you can just solder this. If this is a little thicker, if the width of the terminal is more, just using a scissors, cut it, insert it there, and then solder it. So this way you replace the battery and also increase the capacity. Now let's do the assembly. Get this piece with these two long pieces. So we will put the battery, make sure it fits like that, and the connector fits here. And this wire will go like this to the next section. Now we put this, make sure that this portion fits in here, and the spring is there. You see the spring just inserted into this plastic portion, so it's not touching anything. Spring with this piece low, hold it like this, pressed, and insert it. Then insert this piece, it just goes here. Pay attention that the edge is in here, so I'm going to put this in. So to insert the motor, make sure that this arrow, is aligned with this together, and then insert it. So this now fits and there is no gap. This clip, make sure it is there, because this is holding the switch when you go left or right. And make sure, now let's test it. So the motor is working. Let's test it in reverse. Good. Let me insert it in this now. Now when I put it, it goes perfectly. And we have to make sure that the wire goes through this portion. Then we will put this piece, and it fits perfectly. And then the last piece, this one, so it is perfectly fit. Now let's just turn it on, make sure it works. On the other side, it works, LED works. And now hold it back. All of these screws are the same except one which goes on this later, so you do not make mistake. Very simple. this assembly is done. Now let's put this more in here. So when this is now straight, if it is like that, you cannot put it. Make sure that it is straight. So this will be inserted on this side. And then hold it like that. Same for this piece. You see this portion? It will be inserted in there. Like that. And then lastly, the screw. So works and fits perfectly. Let's go the other way. And fully assembled. For conclusion, I would say that this is very handy, easy to use, plus the 3 angle that this has. It can go at this angle, so it can go with straight. That's a second, third. So very handy. It makes opening and closing of screwdrivers very easy, especially also with the light it has. So it can be very helpful. If you like this and you want to buy it, please purchase it via the links that I've provided below the video, so it will also help me a little. Thank you for watching the tutorial by Robojax. If you learned something and found this useful, please thumb up, as this will help my video in the search algorithm of YouTube. If you have comment or question, please post it at the comment section below. I try to answer and reply. And don't forget to subscribe so you get updates of my upcoming videos. Charger will adjust it accordingly, so we don't have to worry about it. But I'm gonna play with this, and here I'm going to connect it now. And as you can see,